Hi, it's Treflyn. I'm in the LOCALOFA kitchen, and today it's Monday, the 27th of June 2022. We've just come off the Zoom meeting and it's feeding time here. And tonight, for the change, we're having a stir fry. So there's the prep done by my lovely wife, Anne. So here we've got some red peppers, some celery, onions with garlic, spring onions and standard onions. We have some mushrooms, mange two, or posh peas, courgette, and we've got some chicken thighs which have been left over. I've got some bacon that I've cooked left over. But tonight I'm going to make some julienne strips, and these are going to be like noodles in the stir fry. So instead of using noodles, I'm going to make these out of eggs. So that's the purpose of this video, is to share with you the making of my julienne strips. So we'll just have to see how we get on with it. But needless to say, I'm going to be using eggs. I've got 5 eggs in here, and I'm adding some salt, and I'm going to bash them, get them all mixed up here. So what you do, whisk your eggs up, and I'll add a drop of water into these, and I'll slowly fry a very, very thin layer to make a very, very thin omelette. But it really is thin. It doesn't have any body in it at all, and I don't want it to rise. Just a drop of ghee in the bottom. Give that a couple of minutes to melt. But I don't want the pan hot. It's on full heat at the moment now. So as you can see, this is egg with water in it. So I want it to set, but I don't want it to raise, because I'm going to cut it up like noodles. Come back in a couple of minutes. This is more like it. As you can see, I can move it around the pan. So still got it quite high actually, but I can turn the pan and move it around. And I'll tip it out on top of the other one. That's okay. Yeah, this is looking good. Cooking quite well now. That one done. Drop more ghee. And as I said, there were 5 eggs in there with some water. I think this might be the last one. A bit of ghee around the edge. If you're going to do it, you need a good non-stick pan. I'm trying to create a very, very thin omelette. So these are now done. So I'll just leave them over here to cool down. Right, I've seen me cook stir fry so many times before, it's going to be boring. So I've got here spring onions, standard onions with some garlic in there. Oh, just got that going. Celery, bell peppers. Just love KONJAK. Very, very low carb. Look at that. Not look good already. There's the ones too. Now this will produce its own sauce, so I won't be adding any water to it. We're going to be adding my LOCALOFA spice powder to it, which is salt and pepper. This has got chili in it, garlic and cinnamon. Might need to put a little bit more ghee into there. And then I'll show you what we're going to do with these, with the eggs. Wait for them to cool down. That's the ghee that I'm using. I'm going to start making my own ghee though, because it works out about half the price. I've got these chicken thighs here, which I will be adding later. And I've got some bacon left over. As you know, I showed you the other day that big piece of bacon that I bought, and I make those egg and bacon nests out of it, and I had some with my salad last night, so that will be going in here as well. Right, show you what I'm going to do with this egg while this is cooking. So these are what we call julienne strips, so I'm just slicing them now into very, very thin slices, like noodles. And this is just pure egg, very thin refried egg with some water and salt added. They're still warm, but if you let them go really cold, they're easy to slice, but it doesn't matter. So as you can see, they're like noodles. There's 6 eggs here, so that's a lot of protein. And I'm going to add these into this meal here. In the meantime, give it a stir. As you can see, there's some juice starting to form, which is come out of the vegetables. I'll add some soy sauce to this. I'm adding some light soy sauce and some dark soy sauce. So that's the dark soy sauce. This is more for colour and flavour. I do add another ingredient, which is sesame oil, and that just gives it a nice flavour, so we don't cook in this. So right, you can see it's got quite a lot of juice in there, so I've turned the heat down and it's all cooked. So I'm now adding these julienne strips, which are like noodles. So the only thing I haven't added is the meat yet, so what I'll do is I'll mix these in a bit. Doesn't that look good, eh? Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? Just like noodles. So I'm going to bring the meat up to temperature in the microwave, and then I'm going to add it in here, and then it will be time for me to sit down and eat. Right, that's the bacon and the chicken gone in. And so that's my meal for tonight. So I'll just let the chicken get some of this flavour on it. I'll turn the heat off because it's on electrics, and so obviously the hobs will still be hot. So I'll leave that for a few minutes, and I'll let you see it on my plate. There you go. So that's julienne strips instead of using noodles or konjac noodles. So if you could smell that, you'd want to eat it.
If you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and ding the bell so you don't miss out on our future videos.